An old mine. Ooh, I bet that water is polluted. Yikes. Mountain quail and Bell's sparrow are the goals for today. All right, here we go. After checking eBird reports for mountain quail near kind of where I settled on Pine Flat Road out of Geyserville. Yeah, it's part private land, part Audubon Sanctuary, about a 9-mile road. It's not a site listed in John Kemper's 1999 guidebook, but actually this book was very helpful on the trip, so I'd highly recommend picking one up used. That was pretty amazing. I've had 19 California quail that I've seen. I've been checking out every one to make sure it wasn't a mountain quail. And what do you know? Finally, mountain quail with that chestnut throat and the top knot, long, straight, vertical top knot, unlike the California quail. And there were 2 of them. But I tried using a flash to get some light on them because it's still in the shadows, and then it's only 0.02 of a second sync, so that wasn't too smart. So I haven't gotten great photos yet. But extra cool was that I found a little covey, a female with several young, couldn't count them, but look at the little tiny top knots already coming in on top of these little guys. I'm hoping to find more. I'm getting up in the little higher elevations. There's all these little rock slides. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, a lot of the areas in this old guidebook have burned, so that's a little bit of a problem. These rose bushes aren't. They're thorny. But I had to tough it out because I heard a California thrasher singing. I know I've already seen them and got photos, but you gotta make hay while the sun shines, and next week I'm not going to be in California, and I'm not going to be seeing California thrashers, so I'm going for it. I'm going to get a lifer right now. You're going to watch it live. And it's stuck in the grill of my car. Wow, that is a beauty. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a spike tail. That is cool. Okay, I hit the dead end. Ran into a bunch of guys shooting handguns. They seem nice though. So back down this curvy, windy road, 9 miles, I think. And it's an hour and a half to my Bell's sparrow spot, so I better keep moving. Such is the curse, I guess, and the blessing of eBird. I just got down the mountain. It's very curvy, incredibly curvy road, and narrow one lane. And I was going to head to my next spot for Bell's sparrow. I'm going to check eBird again, and I don't know how I missed this, but there had been a Bell's sparrow seen at the top of this road that I just went by 45 minutes ago, way at the top. And so no, I got to go back up. But the good part of eBird is, hey, I can find a Bell's sparrow, and that'd be a lifer. All right, so here we go. My next goal, Sage Sparrow. Old name, Sage Sparrow. Got that already. Wyoming. Split off Bell's sparrow, the California version of Sage Sparrow. So, all right, here we go. And I would love to get some better photos of the mountain quail, because the ones I got were okay. And they said it was past the first shooting range, quote unquote. And yeah, you could hear people shooting on both sides of me. And yeah, I got out at some random spot and nothing was singing. And on my second random spot, I got 2 bell sparrows. Pretty cool. No great photos. The sun is like really hot now. The light is terrible. But that's a lifer. That's a lifer. And a photo lifer. I'm on Friday Ridge Road and I've got Hutton's and Cassin's Vireo singing here. It's kind of mixed conifer deciduous. But yeah, they won't come down for me. Vireos are tough. But there's a chance for band-tailed pigeon, sooty grouse, mountain quail, so we'll see. Beautiful spot. But I'm getting up higher. I'm heading to Titlow Mountain Road. Always pays to keep your windows rolled down when you're driving along the road with good habitat. And I'm now near the summit. Heard what sounded like a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Wee! Wee! And of course there's no yellow-bellied sapsuckers here. So I thought, oh, it must be Williamson's because of elevation. But no. Check it out. And I got a big bonus. The way it goes in birding and bird photography. I was so frustrated yesterday at Bernie Falls when I had that male fly by me twice, and he was obviously going to feed chicks in a nest, and I couldn't. I tried to triangulate the 2 paths of the flight and couldn't find him. And today I just totally stumbled into it. So here, a hermit warbler. Might get some more photos of them. The male's made a few visits to the nest, so I'm just gonna get a little more video. And at this same spot, I finally got a good look at a Cassin's Vireo. Beautiful bird, very non-drab like some other Vireos. So what a spot. Oh my God. I just squeaked in a bobcat. I was squeaking for something else. It came within 15 feet of me, maybe 20 feet. I didn't have time to think, so I got some photos and some video, but wow, that was crazy. And she didn't seem to know what I was. I was kind of hiding behind a little balsam. Can't believe it. I hear a blue grouse booming. Let's go try and track it down. It'd be a lifer. Blue grouse. I said blue grouse. Sooty grouse. I'm showing my age. That sooty grouse is still booming. Oh, I read in the Sibley that it can be heard like a half mile away or quarter mile away, unlike the dusky grouse. It's calling again. But I couldn't hear it anymore. I gave up. I thought, it's a half mile away. Found this really cool lily called the insert later here. And I was kneeling down, trying to get a good angle from eye level. Cracked a bunch of sticks. Walk quietly. And all of a sudden, this grouse flew up like right where I was 5 minutes ago. But now I thought, I blew it. But now I hear it's calling again. Okay, here we go again. I've got a mountain quail and a sooty grouse singing at the same time. Sooty grouse is the priority. I've got the sooty grouse narrowed down to this one tree right here. He does his low booming hoot, but I cannot find him. So many branches. He's up really high. This is so frustrating. Why can't he be displaying on the ground like normal grouse? And this bone dry stuff. Well, I've been staring up in this tree, and I've been after this grouse for a couple hours. I don't think it's going to happen, but saw the bird fly, and certainly heard it booming many, many times. In fact, it's still booming now, mocking me. But I gotta go. I gotta get off the mountain here before it's dark. Those mountain quail aren't gonna find themselves. All right, let's go. I need a hand. Help me up. Wow, what a stop. I mean, just because I heard a sapsucker call, a single call out the window, I said, it was a red-breasted sapsucker, which was even better. And found that nest. Spent a lot of time there, and then heard the sooty grouse booming. Spent 2 hours looking for that. And while I was doing that, I was squeaking. Little dark-colored bobcat, just a far cry from those big, fluffy, colorful Minnesota bobcats, especially in the winter. I mean, this thing looks like third the size. It got within 20 feet of me and didn't know what I was. So, amazing stop. This is Horse Mountain Botanical Area, which is interesting. I mean, the trees are bizarre looking. I'm not sure. I'll have to do a little research, find out what it's all about. I came down off the mountain and, had to head back to San Francisco. Time to go home, but I had to give one more shot for the scaly-breasted munia. This would be lifer number 4 for the trip. But while I got you here, a reminder that there will be one more episode that kind of wraps up the photography end of things. Kind of things I tried, things that failed, things that maybe succeeded. And yeah, that'll be coming out in a while. Wandering around this little tiny lake in Golden Gate Park. I'm a little annoyed because I'm looking for this non-native bird because I need another lifer. Only got 3 on the trip, but putting this much effort, this is my 3rd time looking this much effort into a bird from Southeast Asia that shouldn't be here. But I'm gonna give it a couple more hours. What's that? Sounds like pygmy nuthatches. What a park, amazingly birdy.
Yeah.
Tons of birds.
Well,
Wow. Just some bizarre stuff, and I guess what would you expect in San Francisco? There's a guy up here throwing knives into a tree, and then I heard this ruckus, and a guy told me that 3 coyotes were chasing this guy's dog through the park. It's like middle of the day. Well, I think I'm gonna have to give up on the scaly-breasted munia. I've walked around this little lake 3 times, maybe 4. Been here a couple hours, 3 hours. No sign of them. While I didn't have any luck with the munia, I did run into a non-feathered, exciting sighting. JT of JT Birds.
What's going on, guys?
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Birding around all over.
Birding in San Francisco and beyond, shining a spotlight on the world of birds. Find me on Instagram as well, JT_birds.
All right.
I lead tours here in San Francisco. Nice to meet you, Sparky.
Yeah, awesome, man. So definitely check out JT Birds on YouTube, especially if you're coming to the San Francisco area. Nice to meet you, JT. Here are a few of my favorite shots, maybe a little less bird on a sticky and maybe a little more creative or interesting. This trip was really more about seeing some of these birds I hadn't seen for 20 some years, but of the 7 lifers, I got 3, but didn't try for most of them actually. But it was really nice seeing my Aunt Joanne. We went out to dinner, we talked about where she grew up, where my dad grew up on the farm in South Dakota, his relatives and everything. So really nice. Love you, Joanne. We'll see you soon.